I can't believe this. I just arrived in Canada. I'm so happy, to be honest. Like I just arrived, so I'm like happy with everything. You know, I see anything new, I see anything, and I'm like happy because oh, this is a Canadian wall, this is a Canadian floor. You know, I'm very excited. And actually, like arriving at the border, like the border control took me like 5 minutes, which is also great. Like in many other countries, it took me much more time because of like paperwork and stuff like this. So I'm happy. Everything went fine. Like my flight went fine. I came from Paris, and I cannot stop laughing at this thing that nobody will understand because there's a thing, like Quebec, where I am right now. I had a friend in Poland, and she called Quebec Quebec, which means a mug in Polish. And anytime I hear Quebec, it's always Quebec to me. Like I'm in a mug right now, and it makes me laugh. And people will not understand it. Why am I laughing at the fact that I'm in Quebec? But I'm in a mug. It makes me laugh so much. Like I don't know, it will never make me stop laughing. Even like I don't know, in English it sounds less funny, but when you say Quebec, I go, what Quebec? Oh, I mean Quebec. It's so funny. I imagine like people being inside a giant mug. Like I don't know, it makes me laugh so much. Also my friend, we always laugh at this thing, but it's Quebec. So yeah, so I just arrived. Everything so far went great. I hope it will be this way also later. I will have to check out what like sockets there are, because in many different countries there are like different sockets. In UK there are different sockets. In Japan there were different sockets. In Korea there were the same sockets as in Europe. And so far I saw adapters for different sockets, but the ones that they were selling, they were for Europe. They were for converting from USA to Europe. And I'm wondering if Canada has the same sockets as USA or if the same as Europe. If I have to buy an adapter right now or maybe later. Because so far I saw adapters that were like adapting USA things to like the European sockets. So I don't know. But I will have to find this out because I don't want to end up with my phone dying. And I will also have to like figure out a few things. My first destination is Quebec City. So I'm starting like from the east and I'm going to the west gradually. And there's no airport like in Quebec City, at least not that I knew about. And even if there was a one that had like very, very expensive flight, I wouldn't fly there anyway. So I fly to Montreal. And from Montreal I'm going east to Quebec City. And then I'm starting like visiting like Canada from the east. And I've seen pictures of different Canadian cities, and Quebec City looked like the most beautiful out of them all. Like it looks so pretty. So I'm excited. It's one of the oldest also. That's why it looked so good, because it's old. It has old buildings. Like, to be honest, no offense to like people from USA, but when I was figuring out where I would like to go there, when I was looking at different cities, American cities kind of look the same. They just look like giant piece of concrete. No offense. And like Quebec City doesn't seem to look like that, which is good, because like those cities, I'm not even saying that I hate concrete, but they look kind of all like each other. So yeah, so I'm going. To be honest, in Japan I was kind of disappointed that there was too many things that were just like concrete, and it's like the same in every country, you know. So I was like, I wish to see like more traditional architecture than the things that you just have everywhere. So that's why it doesn't make me that much interested, because I prefer like unique architecture. Or at least old. I love old things. I love everything old. I'm like a vampire. So yeah, I just arrived in Canada. I look disgusting. I will go to Montreal. First I have to find a station from which my bus is going. I will go to Montreal. I will go to Quebec City, not to Montreal. Montreal I'm going tomorrow. So Quebec City has such a pretty train station. Like, oh my god, it's so pretty. I didn't know it would be so pretty. I mean, probably it's one of the oldest in Canada, because this city is one of the oldest. So it smells so good. Whatever is the smell of this food, it smells very good. And yeah, I love the vibe of this place. By the way, I'm so surprised because I arrived in Canada and in Europe it's already like very warm. As when I was in France, it was like 20 something degrees. It was really warm. And here it's like 10 degrees, raining, windy. I froze. I'm freezing. And there's no leaves on the trees. Like basically there's no spring. There's no spring there. Not yet. So I can really feel that I'm like very far away north because like it's totally different. The weather is totally different from what is right now in Europe. A very pretty train station. I'm sorry for the noise. This is the coolest heater I have ever seen in my life. It's so cool. Like in general, the hostel in which I am staying is so amazing. I'm sad that I'm there only for one night. This is the hall in the hostel where I'm staying. It's velvet. I don't know if it's velvet. It's like fluffy. Everything is like has like an old vibe, and I'm almost sure this is a flag of Quebec. And I'm going to buy a mug for my friend that says Quebec. It will be like an inception. I have to do this. I love this place. This is what we have downstairs. Ready or not, here I come. You can hide. Okay, sorry, this one is even cooler. And this is the street that I have my hostel on. It's so pretty, and there's like a lot of restaurants there. And I saw like 3 Lebanese at least, which is great because Lebanese restaurants, they are very good. Like those houses. I really love this city so much. Like I think this is one of the prettiest cities I have ever seen in my life. And I didn't expect that. I didn't see that coming. I mean, I know that like Quebec City looked very beautiful in pictures, and that's why I came. Because I read also that that's the most beautiful city in Canada. But I didn't expect it to be so pretty. Because a lot of places, they look on pictures better than they do in real life. But maybe also that's maybe that's a question of a vibe of a place, because some places they have depressing vibe in my opinion, and some places that I really wanted to visit, when I visited them they felt like empty and kind of sad, I don't know. And versus like the other places that didn't look that great in pictures, in my opinion, they looked amazing in real life and they felt amazing in real life. But also maybe it also is a question of, sometimes you have a good day and everything seems beautiful to you, and the other time you have a bad day and everything seems ugly. Like a lot of places that I used to think I hated, I later started loving. So it's like really difficult to say if you like a place because that's complicated. But I'm really like that's unambiguous. I really like this place. Oh my god, this money looks so fake. Oh my god. I've never seen Canadian money before. By the way, I really like this song. And I think somebody is actually playing it. I went to a different hotel in which I'm not staying because it's too expensive for me. Like the hotel was in the back of a shop to which I went, and there was the closest ATM. That's why I'm inside this hotel. I would never be able to afford this. It looks very like luxurious. There are different flags in front of my hostel, and I found a Yemeni flag. I didn't expect a Yemeni flag. So I was like, I'm happy because of that. I cannot see mine, but I found the Yemeni flag. That's good enough, I guess. I love those doors so much. They are so beautiful. I really love. I love this city. It's so pretty. I just arrived there, by the way, and I already know I love it. Downstairs of the hotel, and I'm waiting for somebody to ask if I can leave my luggage there, because like I really like people when they see a big backpack, and they like my friend saw my big backpack and she said, oh, I'm so excited when I see that, I'm so excited for you. When I see a big backpack, the first thing I think about is pain, because it's so painful to be carrying a giant backpack. So I'm waiting for somebody to ask if I can leave my backpack because I'm going to the city and I'm sleeping in other place, so I'm sleeping in other city, so I cannot you know. And this is like a, oh my god, it's so cool. I love the architecture of this building, it's so cool. My god, like in general, like architecture in Quebec, like in a lot of, like in this area where I'm staying, it's so amazing. And this is the kitchen that we have. Damn, I really dream about going back already, and I haven't left it. Damn. I wish I stayed there more than just one day. So that is from the outside. It's located right here. I love this building, by the way. Those buildings in the street are so beautiful. I love them. I'm like so sad that I'm there for just one day. Like I wish I stayed in this city for more than just one day. I don't think it's likely that I'm gonna like any other city in Canada that much, because I like this one really a lot. One man was like, there's like this stereotyped Canadians, they are very kind. And yesterday, just after I arrived, one man was like really rude to me. And right now I started thinking, oh my god, what if it's because of the coffee? Who knows? But maybe he had a bad day or whatever, I don't know. The buildings there, and by the way, this is like, Google Maps says that it's like 10 minutes from Old Quebec. Like the actual old city, like the center. Like this one is probably also old, I guess, like the street, but you know, it's like 10 minutes. So I love this hostel so much. Wish I stayed there just more than just one night. I'm staying for 2 nights in Montreal, but I'm kind of like, you know, I'm staying basically in every city, like one day most of the cities. I'm staying 2 nights in Montreal, but yeah, but I love this one. Like I'm already dreaming about returning to Quebec City one day, even though it took me a long time to arrive there, because I needed to take a train from Montreal airport, which is like 4 hours away. And you know, I already spent a lot of time on a plane.